Can you talk about, like, you had Steve Bannon on pretty recently, you had J.D. Vance on in the fall.
Yes. We reached out to Bernie, said no, said he couldn't do it because of his schedule. We like and respect Bernie. We reached out to Tim Walz, no response.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But, all right, Trump's been in office for some months now. Do you think about that interview in a different way at all? Like, a lot of his interview with you was about portraying him and Trump as, like, the anti-war candidates who were opposed to these adventures overseas.
Yes.
And though he didn't directly say they would end the war in Gaza, he had referred to, wanton killing of Palestinians.
Right.
So what do you make of their policy since then?
I think it's disappointing. I think it's disappointing that to deport someone who wrote an op-ed or participated in a protest, and I may not agree with these people, but if they're here on a legal resident visa and they didn't commit a crime and you can't show that they're supporting Hamas, I think deporting them on the grounds that they said something objectionable isn't good. And I think that writing a blank check for whatever Israel wants to do is not good, in the same way that I oppose the idea of just completely having an open-ended commitment to the Ukraine. It's not because I think Vladimir Putin's a great guy, it's because I think every war in the history of mankind has been ended with some compromise and usually some territory deal. This is like every one, right? That hasn't been total obliteration. So I had no idea that Elon was going to have a major role. I don't think anyone did.
Yeah.
I would have asked more questions about that. I would have asked more questions about people being deported because they've criticized Israel on a college campus, which I think is silly. I would have, but I didn't have the foresight to know that that was a plan. I think a lot of people are not thrilled with those things, both on the right and the left.